What's a secret life hack that everyone should know? If you really want to help someone in crisis, be concrete. Don't just say, "Let me know if you need anything." Instead, offer specific help you'd want in their shoes. "Can I come do your dishes?" Or, "I'm going to the grocery later. Can I get you anything?" Or, "Do you need someone to watch the kids for a bit?" Organizing tasks so you can tell people what you need is its own task, so lift a little of the mental load. Plus, a lot of people feel weird about asking for the things they really need, especially if it would cost money or if they're worried about overstepping. Being specific makes it clear what kind of thing you're willing to do and makes it easier to say yes. Focus on eating more, not less. Eat more satiating healthy foods like grilled chicken or zero-fat Greek yogurt. You'll be less inclined to snack on chips because you'll be full. Save first. Most people save whatever money is left over after expenses. The problem is there's always another expense, so nothing ever gets saved. Instead, the only way to consistently save money is to save first. Set savings aside as soon as your paycheck lands. Start a service business. This is the easiest way to test the waters of entrepreneurship. Service businesses, freelancing, mowing lawns, handyman, cutting hair, are easy and relatively low cost to start, and you can often be profitable from day one because you're just selling your time. Just about every washing machine and dryer at a laundromat or in your apartment complex, if you have them, has a sequence to get a free load of laundry. Test cycle. This can be as easy as pressing the start and heat cycle button for 5 seconds. Some are a little more complex. Some involve holding 2 buttons for 5 seconds, then mashing 2 other buttons. However, you can Google make, model, test cycle, and do your laundry for free. Also, you can order the keys for the control board online and as well as the coin trays. Do with this info what you will. P.S. A test cycle could be 45 minutes, it could be 30, depending on the make and model. During COVID and the coin shortage, I said screw it. Our complex had communal washers and dryers for $2.50 a wash and another $2.50 for drying. With a kid and a wife, that's easily like $15 a week in quarters. Was impossible during the coin shortage. Buy lots of identical socks, buy lots of underwear, and plates. That's the stuff you wash the most, so have lots of it so you don't have to force yourself to wash stuff. It's worth it. I bought 40 identical pairs, and it is very quick to find, match, and have spares. No more hunting for the red shark ones in a sea of red blue, green dinosaurs. Drink soft drinks and match them pint for pint when on alcohol. Plans backwards. Need to be somewhere by a set time? Find out when you need to set off. Always put keys, wallet, cards, phone in the same place. Every time. Also, most people are so wrapped in their own lives they are barely paying attention to you. Wash your bathroom mirror with your hands in water. It sounds stupid, but just get your hands wet. Flick some water onto the mirror until you can freely glide your hands around all over it. Then wipe it with a hand towel once over. Don't even bother drying it all the way. It'll look like you didn't finish the job, but I swear to you that bitch will dry immaculate. I've been doing this for years, and I can't believe I've never heard of anyone else doing it. Here are a few I tell my students. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Whatever it is you hope to do in life, start reaching out and building relationships with people who are doing that thing now, because much of success isn't what you know, but who you know, social capital. Every choice you make is taking you closer to or farther away from the life you want. So ask yourself, will my future self thank me for this choice? Progress comes when you get past liking the idea of being successful to being willing to do the work necessary to become successful. Many of the brands you pay high dollar for are made in the exact same factories, on the exact same machines, with the exact same materials as the lower cost option. Many times are quite literally paying double or more for a logo. Develop a habit of flossing your teeth. Also, to really get everything between teeth, double up your floss. 2 strings between teeth instead of 1 by folding it over one finger with 2 ends being held by your other hand. Teeth cleaning visits will be far more brief because you'll have less tartar and plaque. Also, you'll be healthier because much of our health, particularly heart health, is connected to our teeth. My go-to, touch things one time. What I mean is, if I pick something up, I put it where it belongs. I don't set it down first and then go back and take it where it goes. Example, going through bills and paperwork. If I open a bill, I pay it right then so I can throw away the envelope, etc. I don't put all the junk mail in one pile, the bills in another, and so forth, because then I have to go back through each pile to do what I ultimately could have done the first time. I fold clothes right out of the dryer and go put them away. I don't even own a laundry basket because then all I want to do is put them in the basket, so that means I have to fold them later. When I follow my touch it one time rule, things get done immediately and not put off so that they pile up. If you're unhappy in a relationship, you can leave. I know it's not always that simple based upon your housing, financial situation, and if you have dependents, kids, and/or animals. Life is too short to stay in a relationship where you are not happy. If you feel like you're not close with enough people, tell them semi-private stuff about yourself. It lets them in, and they will feel you're a safe person that they, in turn, can open up to. A few weeks of that, bam, you have a friend. The UPL version of this: convince a person that a third person is your common enemy. You'll automatically feel closer to each other. Don't do this, please. I beg you. If you want to look good in a class or at work, answer questions first or give ideas first. The first answers, ideas, are always the easiest and most obvious. But you look like you're engaged and involved. As the conversation goes on, teachers ask harder questions and work expect more complicated thoughts. After you've contributed, you can sit back and relax. It's the same with presentations in school. Go first because everyone is so worried about their presentations that they won't focus on yours. Plus, the teachers appreciate the first people offering to go, so they ask easier questions. Once you're done, you can sit back and relax. If you frequent a food-drink establishment, overtip once in a while. You'll be a legend and always get amazing service. About every 6 months or so, I tip my Starbucks order $100 at the register, face-to-face, not on the app. I go there 3 to 4 times a week. They all know my name on site, and they are usually making my drink as soon as I walk in, no matter the line. Sometimes, if there is only one open seat available, I'll go straight to the seat and sit down, and they'll bring me my drink in a couple of minutes, and I pay as soon as the rush dies down. More importantly, when I bring friends or clients in, they always greet me by name and are extremely friendly, and I return the greeting by name as well. Potential clients love to see that you treat people well and build positive, fruitful business relationships. Also, after the latest hurricane, they were closed for a couple of weeks while cleaning up some water damage. I opened the door and asked the manager if I could help. He graciously declined but smiled and thanked me for checking in. This shit goes a long way, people. I have similar privileges at a German restaurant and a UPS store for the same reasons. When my mom was on hospice, she passed in less than a week. One of her daycare families brought me a case of Mountain Dew. After she passed, they brought us a big batch of Sloppy Joes and potato chips. We wouldn't have eaten anything if we would have had to cook, so now we return the favor to our friends. Mom's best friend passed unexpectedly 2 days before Thanksgiving. We brought them a holiday meal from the grocery store. Buy clothing in multiples and in different colors, the same type of pants with a mix of tops, jackets, and shoe styles for a casual office look. Keep spare clothing in your car or office for emergencies, or if you have to work an all-nighter or travel on short notice. If you do an internship instead of an apartment, pick a hotel that is walking distance to the office, especially if you work in finance. Interns are often worked around the clock, and the only time you get to leave is for a coffee, a meal, or a discreet run or nap. Always find a topic or article or a reason to chat up a senior banker who may have the power to hire you. Always arrange for pre-cooked food or grocery runs and house cleaning services for people doing cancer treatment. They don't have the energy to talk and/or do lengthy visits. They just need someone to take over the cooking, the cleaning, and laundry tasks. For people struggling with weight, most people don't make healthy eating choices after 8 p.m. If you're struggling with diet, one of the first things to do is commit to not eating after 8 p.m. If you must, focus on fruits and vegetables. Unless you're diabetic, fruits and vegetables are interchangeable. Commit to eating at least one fruit or vegetable with every meal. Garbanzo beans are a great way to make a satisfying salad. I love taking a bag mix and adding a whole can, then splitting the entire thing between my wife and I. We often can't even finish. Don't feel bad about adding some extra dressing because the bag mix isn't accounting for a can of garbanzo beans. In winter, chili can accomplish the same thing. If you don't pour it over rice, it's practically diet food, full of protein, beans, and a couple other veggies. Frozen riced cauliflower also works if you're missing the rice and is just another vegetable. Frozen because cauliflower goes bad absurdly fast. I haven't seen anyone lose weight permanently by focusing on calorie deficits, but I have seen people become much healthier by working towards eating more vegetables and less carbs in a way that leaves them satisfied. I have come to learn that if a friend does not feel good and wants to talk with you about it, that it's best to ask them whether they want you to just listen and also give them your opinion about it, or if they want you to distract them a bit to make them feel better for the moment. That way, you can be there for a friend and also react in a way that helps them not feel overwhelmed by your opinion when in reality they just wanted someone to listen to them, etc. Be kind even when no one else is looking. In fact, especially when no one else is looking. And invest in quality items. I subscribe to the Vimes boot theory, courtesy of Sir Terry. The reason that the rich were so rich, Vimes reasoned, was because they managed to spend less money. Take boots, for example. A really good pair of leather boots cost $50, but an affordable pair of boots, which were sort of okay for a season or two and then leaked like hell when the cardboard gave out, cost about $10. But the thing was that good boots lasted for years and years. A man who could afford $50 had a pair of boots that'd still be keeping his feet dry in 10 years' time, while a poor man who could only afford cheap boots would have spent $100 on boots in the same time and would still have wet feet. When ordering a train ticket in advance, if months ahead, use Trainline to see the prices 1 week to 1 month ahead, and you will see when the discounted tickets appear. Wait until that point in time, then purchase for your trip. A trip to York from Birmingham costs £70 to £80 return, but waiting to order them knocked the price down to $40. Stay on top of what your rates are and how they go up. Always ask for lower rates and shop around. This has saved me a ton of money over the years. When I sign up for an introductory price, Internet Membership Club, I ask if I can keep the introductory rate when the year's up. This works most of the time, and certain things, Internet, I have paid the same price for years. Shop around for car insurance every 12 to 18 months. I save hundreds doing this. Keep an eye open for high-yield savings accounts. Some are 5% right now, and credit card perks that are better than yours. A little bit here and there adds up quickly.